Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Annisa from English Education A 2018, and I'm 5 semester. My course English for Specific Purpose, and my lecture by Pak Adi Isma, SPD MPD. I'm going to explain about the origins of ESP. English is the key international technology and trade flows. Previously, the reasons for learning English were not well defined, but when English became the language of technology and achieved international commerce, it created a new generation of learners who knew specifically why they were learning the language. A revolution in linguistics in the same time as the increasing demand for English courses tailored to the specific needs of ideas. In current development, English for specific purpose pays less attention to questions about how people learn, but focus on questions about what people learn. Okay, next, the development of ESP. English for specific purpose development has focused on language at the sentence level. The second stage of development has shifted attention to the above sentence level. English for specific purpose has evolved at different rates in different countries as syllabus error and Lattery pointed out. Register analysis reveals that very little differentiates in scientific English grammar beyond the tendency to favor certain from forms such as the present simple tense, passive voice, and nominal compounds. Register analysis as linguistic development research procedures. Underlying all language users, there is a common process of reasons and interpretation, which, regardless of the surface form, allows use to extrapolate the meaning of discourse. Next, course designs. English for specific purpose is a language teaching approach that aims to meet the needs of specific learners in practice. That much of the work done by English for specific purpose teacher has to do with deciding appropriate course for different groups of learners. An approach and method does not come from a language view, but from a learning point of view. It is a learning theory that provides a theoretical basis for methodology, helping us understand how people learn. Learning theory is not always limited to language. People remain equal on learning knowledge. Structured syllabus has proven to be a very powerful way to select and sort language items. For example, the structured syllabus used by Hour and Lattery. Simple present active, simple present passive, simple present active and passive, in forms present perfect, present continuous, infinitive, anomalous, finities, past perfect conditionals. Next, theories of learning. Five main stages of development at the time that are relevant to modern language teachers for an excellent survey of learning theory. Number one, behaviorism, learning as a habit formation. Theory of coherent learning is the first behaviorist theory is based primarily on the work of Pavlov in the Soviet Union and Skinner in the United States. Two, mentalism of thinking as an activity governed by rules. There is sufficient empirical evidence among language teachers that the audiolingual method and its behavioral principles do not produce the promised results. 3. Cognitive learning as thinking creatures. Learning and using rules require students to think, namely to apply their mental power to filter the applicable generative rules from the mass of data presented and then to analyze situation where the application of the rules will be useful or appropriate. And number 4, affective factors of students as emotional being that people think of, but they also have feelings. 5. Learning, learning and age question is sense as a cognious process will each question takes place unconsciously. Okay, next, needs analysis. In editing the needs of students, one must be skilled in speaking English language. Learning meets the needs of students. Every need in learning must have shortcomings, namely a lack of mastery of students, then the desire to master English fluently must match the required targets. Needs analysis plays a very important role in the process of designing and development English lessons for English for specific purpose. Needs analysis can be considered as a combination of target situation analysis. This greatly affect the learning process so that it is achieved as desired. Okay, next, approaches to course designs. Course designs is where raw data about learning needs are interpreted to produce an integrated set of teaching learning experience, the main purpose of which is to lead learners to a specific state of knowledge. We can identify three main types: language, centered and centered and centered on learning. Language centered course designs. This is the simplest type of course design process and perhaps the most familiar to English teachers. Skills centered course the science and approach that centers on basic skills onto basic principles on theoretical, another pragmatic. The basic theoretical hypothesis is that what underlies language behavior are certain skills and strategy, which are used by learners to generate or understand discourse. A learning-centered approach learning uh, is sense it is sense as a process in which learners use make sense of new information flows. Learning learning there therefore is an internal process which is which is which is highly depend on the knowledge that learners already possess and their ability and motivation to use it. Uh, Sekian dari saya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.